About 3 years ago, I was very fortunate to receive the, I guess, Lifetime Achievement Award, which I received from Roman Polanski and Toby Jones, and the festival. And it was my first trip to Morocco. And I thought it was such a wonderful festival because it's really, Morocco's at the threshold of so many worlds, you know, the Middle East, Africa, Europe. It's both an ancient and an emerging civilization. And so it's a wonderful place for a film festival with, you know, established voices and new voices. They started a student film festival, a short film festival for young filmmakers. And so this is the second year. It's called Cinéma École, and it's short films, and I'm the president of the jury of the short films, and we watched 10 of them and are going to talk about them later at the awards. You know, I really kind of am like very childlike about how I pick my jobs. There's no overarching strategy. I was very, lucky to get the Alien series. I love that character. That's really the only action work I've done. Actually, I recently did a movie where I play a baddie that's sort of an action movie, Cold Light of Day, which comes out next spring. But mostly, I'm from the theater, so I love young writers. I love young directors. I love doing things that no one's done before. So, I kind of just sort of look for really original scripts, and sometimes they come in a big Hollywood package, and sometimes they come in a little obscure, sort of paper bag. But I just love jumping around from genre to genre, and that's sort of been the only overarching idea I have. Well, Avatar was one of those wonderful movies that I think touched a chord all over the world because of its environmental message. And I think, Jim writes great characters, so Grace was one of those, not unlike Jim himself, one of those sort of very brilliant, very impatient, doesn't suffer fools kind of person. And there was a lot of, I think, affection in that character that Jim has for science. And I was a botanist. And so that was very exciting. And I'm very glad he's continuing that saga. I've actually never worked as an actor in Morocco, and I'm always saying to my agents, where are my biblical epics? When do I get to wear those wigs and those long trains and everything? Or they'd probably put me in animal skins or something. But anyway, I would love to work here. I've had many friends who work here and then come back time and again because it's the people are so, they're so warm. The culture is so distinctive. And for an American, I think it's it's this idea of this ancient world that's still very contemporary, and there's something very restful about the way things are done here. There's a courtliness, the tea and everything. It's just so, I don't know, different from our sort of hamster wheel in America, one of the reasons I think I believe in movies so much is I really believe that movies can bring people together. And I feel that we do, as a country, need to be reminded that we are great people, especially when we all work together and find common solutions to our considerable problems. And I think we do that, Democrats and Republicans and independents alike. But I'm also, been working, trying to get the message out about the environment, and that actually women are often on the forefront of the effects of climate change, because in many societies we are, the only caregivers, and we stay behind with the children and the older people, and we're the ones who suffer most during droughts and floods because we're the farmers. And just because I feel women, we're so busy with our families and with our jobs and with our communities, I'm trying to remind myself of all the small things I can do to help the environment, and then to just sort of reach out to other women and go, the men have been trying to fix this for a while. Let's see what we can do, you know?